Even some Italians often go abroad to seek medical treatment. People have been collapsing right there in the emergency room. Sometimes you'll be waiting for up to 3 or 4 months to see a professional. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to share with you some very important information that is often overlooked by expats and digital nomads moving to Italy. And now I know that you probably are aware of the fact that Italy is offering digital nomad visas and this country is expecting a surge in digital nomads. But I feel like, it can be really stressful if you come unprepared. And there is this huge aspect that is often overlooked by everyone coming abroad. I don't know why, but this is something that you should know. I will be talking about healthcare, all the pros and cons of Italian healthcare, everything you need to know, because there is a lot to know, guys. It can be good sometimes, but it also can be absolutely terrible. And I want to cover all the good, the bad and the ugly. So without further ado, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell button down below, and let's get started. Now there are of course vast options for healthcare in Italy. You can choose the public healthcare, the private healthcare, and there is the National Health Service, that is a public healthcare in Italy that is in theory accessible for everyone. But here is a catch, guys. The National Health Service is considered as the free healthcare, but it is not free. Now I'll explain myself. I get lots of comments here as well of people saying that, yeah, but healthcare is free in Italy, so what else would you need? Guys, it is not free. First of all, if you're an Italian citizen, you are paying for your healthcare from your taxes, and the amount is deducted from your taxes anyway, and the Italian taxes are among the highest in Europe, if not in the world. So you are paying for it, newsflash. And also, if you're an expat in Italy, it won't be free. Expats do pay for their healthcare, and expats pay a certain amount that is usually calculated based on your incomes, on whether you are a digital nomad or an expat coming here. Be prepared that you will have to pay for your healthcare, even if you opt for the public sector. Now, once you are covered by the National Health Service, your hospital treatments will be free of charge, the visits to the ER will be free of charge, and the specialist visits as well, but it may not be as simple as it seems. The emergency room service is supposed to be free of charge, and it is. But the problem is even getting there. The horror starts the moment you step into the emergency room, guys, with some people having to wait for up to 24 hours to get seen by the doctors. Sadly, most ER departments are severely understaffed, with doctors and nurses working there physically not being able to see everyone immediately. And guys, I'm just reminding you that this is an emergency room. It's supposed to be an emergency, but you are assigned a code, like there is this color-coded system in place. You are assigned a code based on the severity of your situation, and with some codes like green or yellow, you'll be waiting for a very long time, unless you are code red, when you'll probably be seen immediately. People have been collapsing right there in the emergency rooms, and sadly these situations are very common. Then, guys, of course, if it's an emergency, it's an emergency, but unless it is not, I recommend you not to abuse the emergency room and choose other options instead. The same thing goes for the specialist visits. If you want to see a specialist professional for free, be prepared for extremely long waiting times. Sometimes you'll be waiting for up to 3 or 4 months to see a professional. That is also the reason why so many people are actually opting for private healthcare as opposed to the public, supposedly free healthcare in Italy. And if you remember, guys, last year I partnered with Safety Wing, an insurance company for travelers and by travelers, and in addition to their travel medical insurance, they now also offer Nomad Health Insurance, which is a dedicated full-on service insurance that offers you preventive medicine and checkups and full coverage for everything, including mental health. Since Nomad Health covers more than 175 countries, it can be a perfect solution for digital nomads, changing their countries often, or for frequent travelers. And guys, with this insurance, you can choose to be treated in any hospital, public or private, to be seen by any professional, and you can actually choose the service without having to wait for months. To simplify the payments, you can choose among 3 different payment plans: monthly, quarterly or yearly, and then you can make direct payments to the hospital and get your money back within 7 to 10 days, which greatly simplifies the bureaucracy. And you know, guys, I know what I'm talking about when I'm saying the bureaucracy is simple. Moreover, Safety Wings Nomad Insurance offers you 10 visits with mental health professionals and complementary therapies like physiotherapy or osteopath visits or even acupuncture. So if you are into traditional medicine and want to make the most of it, you know which kind of insurance you may need. In Italy, it can be especially helpful since it will alleviate the stress of not knowing what to do or where to go. Thanks to the Safety Wings 24/7 support system, you can chat to the real people anytime you need help, guys. And once again, no bureaucracy is an added bonus. So check the link in the description box to learn more and get yourself covered, get yourself insured for an added peace of mind when traveling or living abroad. Now getting back to the Italian healthcare and all the details that you need to know, guys. If you are willing to pay, then the waiting times will be actually minimal. If you want to pay, if you're okay with paying for private visits, that's gonna be way easier. Most private clinics will offer you the specialist visits within days from the booking. You know, you can even book for, in 2 days or something like that. But the prices vary greatly. A screening exam, like an ultrasound exam, for example, may cost you something like 70, 80 euros or more, and the specialist visit in a private healthcare center will usually cost around 150 to 200 euros. On the bright side of things, because there is a bright side of things, guys, and if you've been here for a while, you know that I always try to stay optimistic. Of course, Italian medicine and Italian healthcare can be absolutely next level. There are incredible research projects going on, and there are some stellar surgeries happening, and the people are often being saved from terminal illnesses and really difficult situations. So yeah, of course, the level of the professionals, healthcare professionals here is very high. It's just that the system does not really work well enough, and due to all of the added bureaucracy, it may get even more complicated at times. Another thing that you may want to consider when booking an appointment with an Italian doctor is to double check whether or not they speak English. If you do not speak Italian, you can imagine that it may be really tough to explain your situation to a doctor. And sadly, not everyone speaks English, although most people will speak conversational English pretty much anywhere. Some doctors may not speak English well enough to understand you or to be able to explain to you what's happening. In this case, guys, private options might sometimes be better because the chances that the doctors will speak English there are slightly higher. Now, speaking of the dentists also cost a lot in Italy, but I think this is common for most European countries. But what you may not know, guys, is that even some Italians often go abroad to seek medical treatments because it ends up being cheaper when it comes to the dentist, of course. Croatia and Albania are some of the most popular destinations among Italians, from what I know, and it is often cheaper to travel there and to stay there in a hotel and to pay for all your dentist fees than just getting treated here. This is mind-blowing, in my opinion, but it's happening. There are also private insurances available for the dental fees, to go to the dentist. There are specialist dentist insurance as well, and they are supposed to help you save some money. And by the way, Safety Wings Nomad Health also covers some dentistry fees. Nomad Health offers 2 different plans, the standard and the premium one. And while the standard includes all the things that I've talked about previously, the premium plans also includes dental, vision, some routine checkups like cancer screenings and cardiovascular exams. For your dental needs, you can schedule routine checkups, cleanings, fillings, or more complex care like even dentures. In addition, you can get a yearly eye exam plus new contacts every 12 months and new glasses every 24 months. Most importantly, both the premium and standard plans include the vaccines and also cover the maternity and childbirth fees all around the world. So I once again, guys, remind you about the link in the description box where you can learn more about Safety Wing and their Nomad Health Insurance and take off the health-related pressure wherever you are in the world. One last thing to absolutely know about healthcare in Italy is choosing your GP. Once you are covered by the National Health Service, you'll be able to choose your GP, your family doctor, or you will be assigned one automatically. Then you will go to your GP for anything, like getting further referrals or medicine recipes or anything like that. But consider that the GPs operate only during normal day working hours, and sometimes some of them will even have further reduced hours. So sometimes you may not be able to access your GP when you may need them, but in this case you can go to the Guardia Medica. Guardia Medica is like this shift-based medical service that operates during the nights and on the weekends when most GPs are not accessible, of course. And you can get there and get treated, get seen by the doctors for a fee. I think it's about 20 or 30 euros. And you will get the same services as you would have got at the GP office, which is super convenient, and not all foreigners know about it. So guys, even if you're just traveling to Italy, if you're here as a visitor, know that you can still get there. Most places will have this Guardia Medica office. Even smaller towns will have one because it's like the service for minor emergencies. So if you have a health issue that is not a severe one, that does not require you to go to the ER, but still needs medical attention, know that you can get the medical attention. Even if you are not insured here, if you're just a traveler, you can get there, you'll pay, and you'll get seen by the doctor. This is super helpful. This is something that I've learned after some time of living here, but it can actually save you a lot of stress and also a lot of money, Just to quickly add to the healthcare topic, guys, the pharmacies in Italy may not be open. Most pharmacies will not be open 24/7. Actually, there are some peculiarities of how the pharmacies operate. You usually can find some pharmacies that will be open, but you need to do some digging. And if you want to learn more, I actually have it covered on my Patreon page. Check the link in the description box and you'll find all the information there, expat related, travel related. I have so many posts there, and I also cover the topic of the pharmacies and how you can find the open pharmacies literally anywhere at any time. And having said that, guys, I'd say that's it for today. Of course, there are the two sides of one coin everywhere and anywhere all of the time. So on one hand, the bureaucracy, as I said before, makes things really complicated in Italy. On the other hand, there are incredible research projects going on, and the people are actually really, really nice. And during COVID times, there have been nurses and doctors working relentlessly to save people's lives, being really compassionate and helpful. And yeah, guys, this, you can't take this away from the Italians and Italy, luckily. And guys, once again, I remind you to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell button down below, let me know in the comments if you have ever had anything to do with the Italian healthcare, if you have had any experience with the Italian healthcare and what was it like. I'm sure you can tell me a little bit because, usually when it comes to Italian bureaucracy and healthcare, actually it's bureaucracy in some way, there are always the stories to be told. So yeah, guys, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching my videos. Enjoy your travels and stay safe, stay healthy.